Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. On Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley triumphantly returned and proclaimed war. She became viral after posting a selfie of herself with the hashtag Buddy, and her husband, Buddy Matthews, quickly replied. One of the most dominant couples in wrestling is Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews, who have been together for quite some time. Buddy is excelling in AEW, while Ripley is still a major figure in WWE, where she seems intent on getting even with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. In her Instagram story post after Raw, Rhea Ripley offered a discount code BUDDY, a reference to her husband, Buddy Matthews, for a selection of sale items. It seems that the previous Women's World Champion did not expect to remain out for an extended period. There was talk that Bayley may be joining the War Games roster, but those places would instead go to RAW's Io Sky and the returning Ripley. A new Ripley emerged from the shadows, donning a mask reminiscent of WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. With a single word, she proclaimed War Games and headbutted Liv Morgan. The champion believed her squad had a numerical advantage against Bianca Belair's by a margin of 5-4. But the return of Ripley caused shockwaves since her comeback was only anticipated for January. It was expected that she would return in time for the Royal Rumble to resume her rivalry with Liv Morgan, but it seems that is not going to happen. It will be fascinating to see how things unfold. But Io Sky is now the leading candidate for Liv Morgan's championship. A prominent figure in the Judgment Day group, Rhea Ripley is renowned for her mysterious attitude outside of the ring and her dominating performances as WWE Women's World Champion. The relentless domination of Ripley and her on-screen relationship with Dominic Mysterio have captivated viewers and put her at the forefront of WWE programming for months. In contrast, the WWE Universe is going wild about something that happened this week. Ripley sent out a coded message using the term Buddy. As soon as fans saw the allusion, they began to associate it with her actual boyfriend, the AEW star Buddy Matthews, previously known as Buddy Murphy in WWE. The wrestling world was already abuzz with speculation about the mysterious message when Buddy Matthews' reply stoked the flames even more, sending shockwaves across social media. Let's go into the details of what occurred, why it matters, and how this ties into Ripley's fictional and real-life characters. The event occurred on Monday Night Raw, when Rhea Ripley was part of a backstage promo that discussed the intentions to take over WWE and the domination of the Judgment Day. Blending her heel character with her real-life edge, Ripley radiated confidence and authority, as always. However, when her promotional video drew to a close, she tilted her head toward the camera and said the word Buddy in an understated but intentional manner. Anxieties were left bewildered by the seemingly irrelevant reference to Buddy inside the episode. Was her actual boyfriend going to find it as an Easter egg? Is this a hint to an upcoming plot point? Is it only Rhea's enjoyment of her audience? This cryptic statement was no different from the others that the WWE Universe loves to decipher. Within minutes, speculations began to flood social media. One possible explanation is that Ripley was implying a personal relationship between himself and Buddy Matthews by sending him a personal shout-out. Second theory: Matthews may be plotting a move from AEW to WWE, and WWE is setting the stage for a storyline involving him. The third theory proposes that the reference was an attempt to merge truth and kayfabe by poking fun at fans who are aware of the connection between Ripley and Matthews. Buddy Matthews was quick to reply. Shortly after Raw aired, Matthews, who was famous for his clever comebacks and active social media presence, tweeted a gif of a knowing grin. His devoted fan base went into overdrive when he responded in such a straightforward manner. They saw it as proof that the remark was meant for him. "She knows how to keep me on my toes," was the description of a mysterious Instagram story that Matthews subsequently posted, adding another level of curiosity. Even though he didn't say anything about Ripley by name, his admirers saw the connection. There was a deluge of conjecture caused by the interaction between Ripley's advertisement and Matthews' responses. Does Matthews have WWE aspirations? Buddy Matthews' possible comeback to WWE is not completely out of the question. With his background as a cruiserweight champion and his notable on-screen presence with Dominic Mysterio in the 2020 Buddy and Elliot storyline. Matthews has connections to Ripley's Judgment Day. His present contract situation with AEW is uncertain, which has some fans wondering whether WWE is hinting at a surprise comeback. An unstoppable duo in the ring? Fans of professional wrestling like couples whose real-life relationships mirror that of their on-screen characters. Given Ripley's meteoric climb to WWE popularity and Matthews' stellar performance in AEW as a member of the House of Black, the thought of their on-screen pairing is enticing. Is this just a private moment? The most obvious interpretation is that Ripley was just giving her lover a playful nod. Fans that catch on to Ripley's jokes are delighted by her candid and carefree demeanor, which she uses to blur the borders between her real life and her role. Immediately after the Buddy comment, the WWE Universe began to speculate, meme, and debate the possible consequences. Many fans expressed their delight on social media, with many praising the exchange as a masterstroke in cross-promotional teasing between WWE and AEW. Was Rhea Ripley only joking about Buddy on Raw? Is WWE attempting to convey some message? A fan exclaimed on Twitter. Another admirer made the following prediction. Everyone's in for a rough ride if Buddy Matthews signs on with the Judgment Day. For the meantime, Ripley and Buddy are living rent-free in everyone's heads right now. One Reddit user put it, summarizing the general interest. Some took it for a joke, while others dug further and found a connection to the dispute between the Judgment Day and Seth Rollins, who is a former follower of Matthews's and has a history with the band. Could Matthews be subtly hinting to his involvement in this feud by mentioning Buddy? Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews' romance has captivated viewers for a long time. Their mutual admiration and connection are on full display in the sneak peeks of their daily life that the pair posts to social media, which range from their workouts to lighthearted conversation. Matthews, Malachi Black, and Brody King make up the House of Black in AEW, where they have been successful while Ripley rules WWE's women's division. Fans love how they encourage one another's professions, even if they're in different promotions. Their bond has only become stronger. One example of how their private lives permeate their public personas is the Buddy reference on Raw. This creates a fascinating dynamic that viewers just cannot get enough of. This plot may go in a number of different ways if WWE decides to cash in on the hype. Bud Matthews has joined WWE. Fans are eagerly anticipating Matthews' return to WWE, where he might team up with Ripley and the Judgment Day. His real-life relationship with Ripley would increase the mystery, and Matthews' dark, gloomy style would fit in well with the group. Tease your audience between ads. The use of the term Buddy may have been an attempt by WWE to humorously acknowledge AEW without really breaking borders, but this is quite unlikely. While avoiding any potential contractual difficulties, this subtle hint might keep fans talking. Battle of Ripley and Rollins. If Ripley's Buddy alludes to Seth Rollins, it might pave the way for an intergender confrontation or a plot in which Ripley takes use of Rollins' history with Matthews to manipulate him. Uncomplicated Easter egg. The allusion could just be a fan-appealing Easter egg with no bearing on the plot whatsoever. Such moments serve just to amuse and reward viewers who are dedicated enough to notice the finer points.